So, hello. Welcome on to the podcast. For those who don't know, this is my brother, Caden's wife, Emily Music. How are you doing?
I'm good.
So, and Oakleigh is on the podcast as well. How you been?
Me?
Yeah, how
I
you
was
been?
about to say, are you talking to her?
No.
Pretty good. How have you been?
I've been doing pretty good. So we'll hop right into it. How was your life growing up? Any struggles? Anything?
No, not really.
Did anything for fun? What'd you do?
Well, I rode horses a lot. I danced through most of my childhood till I got to high school, and then I decided to cheer. But other than that, I just stuck to schoolwork. I did a little bit of college through high school. Didn't stick with it after, but
What'd you go to school for?
I just did most of my prereqs. I didn't really have
I don't know what that is, if we're being 100% honest.
So, like your English, your math,
Oh, okay.
stuff like that.
Okay. Yeah, I never went to school. I thought about going to school, but I don't know what I would go to school for.
Yeah, I wanted to be a vet tech, but that didn't pan out.
I appreciate you doing this. I actually had somebody else I had in mind to do it, but
Oh,
they never
thanks.
They never responded. So, like, I have to post one. It's Sunday. I have to post it by tomorrow.
Appreciate
So that's
it.
why I was going to do it in the
Thanks.
morning, tomorrow morning. Yeah, I don't even know. So you're a new mom. How is that? How is it feeling? Because you're kind of a younger mom.
Yeah.
How is that?
I mean, it's definitely been a learning
What?
situation.
What? Dog?
But, I mean, I've enjoyed it. I've learned a lot as she's gotten older. She'll be 2 this year, so I think I'm doing pretty good. She's made it that far.
Were you scared before, like?
Yeah, I was scared. We found out I was pregnant, and it was kind of like, oh my God, new baby. But then it was like, oh my God, new baby. And
Yeah.
we're 20 years old, 21 years old. I think he had just turned 21 when she was born. I was about to turn 21, or maybe 22. I can't remember. But it was definitely a challenge at first. I mean, it still is a challenge. She's starting to learn her little attitude, and
She's reached my favorite age.
oh yeah.
Just grabbing everything, throwing everything everywhere.
Yeah, and smacking. That's the new thing is smacking. Can't touch it.
Yeah. So,
My bad.
you're good. So you're singing on the praise team now.
I am.
How did that come about? Because at first I remember you didn't ever want to. I never even heard that like you could sing.
Yeah. So at my wedding, I decided that I was gonna bite the bullet and record myself singing to walk down the aisle to.
Uh-huh.
And I did that, and it kind of came out, and everybody was like, "No way." And I was like, "Well, I should have
Yeah,
done that."
I never knew that was you until after the wedding. Brooke told me that
Yeah.
that was you.
And then Caden started singing, and then he was begging me, and then your dad was like, "Come on, it's okay." And I was like, "It's okay. I might get up there and I might throw up,
Yeah.
but it's not bad. I mean, I still, get nervous and feel like I'm gonna throw up. But once you're in it, you're in it, and I don't do it for me, so I enjoy it. I enjoy it.
You got baptized last Sunday night, right?
Last Sunday, yeah. So I got baptized and saved when I was 8 originally.
Mm-hmm.
Then I was, on fire, like, you're 8 years old. So I was like, okay, well, I'm going to do this. I had a little child's devotional thing that I would read with my mom. We did that for a little while, and then I hit middle school, and it was like, that's not cool to these people. Mm-hmm. So I don't want to be not cool, which I was never cool anyways, so it doesn't really matter. But and then I hit high school, and it was kind of like, I'm going to do what these people are doing because it looks fun.
Yeah.
And then even when me and Caden got together, we were still kind of, having fun or whatever. And then we had her. And with her, we went through a lot. So it was like, okay, I'm going to get my life right because I almost lost my kid. Like, I could have lost her. And that's only God.
Yeah.
So we decided
and
to...
for the people that don't know, like, do you want to go into detail of, like, what happened?
Yeah, I can. So she was born 9 weeks early.
Mm-hmm.
I fell down 2 little stairs outside. I think it was y'all's Aunt Shelly's house. Yeah. We went over there it was right before, I want to say it was right after or right before the baby shower. She had the baby shower gifts. She couldn't come, so she wanted us to come by and get them. So we did. We were leaving. I had them in my hands, independent, trying to do everything. I had all the gifts in my hands, and I had stepped off the step sideways. I don't know how I turned that on.
Yeah, me and Caden thought it was dead.
So I stepped off the step sideways and fell. When I fell, I landed on my elbows and my butt. So I wasn't worried about it, but everybody wanted me to go to the hospital. So we went, got checked out, whatever. Everything seemed to be fine. So then it was a Wednesday morning, and I was not feeling right. I was like, something's not right. But I had Braxton Hicks like the week before that, so I was like, okay, it's not contractions. It's just the Braxton Hicks contractions, which you get that towards the end of your pregnancy anyways, but I was only 30 weeks, so it was a little early. So I called my mom. It was like 3, and I called her. She is a very light sleeper, so I knew she would wake up. I tried to call your mom at first. Didn't work. She didn't answer. So I called my mom, and she was like, just try to sit in the tub. So I got in the shower and kind of let the water hit me. Mind you, Caden's asleep, and I'm doing all this, and I'm like, oh my God.
And we're all hard sleepers too.
So I waited till his alarm started going off at 6. So 3 hours, I was trying to get myself comfortable, and his alarm started going off, and I was like, babe, you've got to get up right now. We have to go. And the first thing he said to me was, oh my God, are you leaking? And I was like, I'm not leaking. Please get in the truck. So we got in the truck, and we went, and they immediately were like, okay, let's get you admitted. They hooked me up to the machines. My contractions were like a minute apart and off of the little screen. So
yeah, and Caden left you.
Yeah, I wasn't going to go into that detail, but if you'd like me to. So before we left the house, we get in the truck, and he's like, I know this is a very, very bad time. And I was like, oh my God, what? And he was like, I've really got to poop. And I was like, just go. Just please go. Just go very fast. So I'm sitting in the truck holding on to the little handle.
Going into labor.
And I'm just waiting on him. And I'm like, if this dude doesn't hurry up, I'm going to drive myself.
That's funny.
So we get there, and they're finally like admitting me. So that was a Wednesday. From Wednesday to Saturday, they monitored me. They couldn't stop my labor. So finally, they decided to do a C-section. And I was, at that point, like, I think I had just hit 31 weeks. And she was born, so she was 9 weeks early. And she was in the NICU for 6 weeks. 6 or 7, I can't remember. So it was a lot of struggles. Like, we went there every day. We'd leave church to go there. There was one night I was holding her, and she stopped breathing. She turned purple. Her heart rate stopped. And I was holding her, and I think it was the night that I was supposed to stay the night. And the nurses came in, and I broke down. I was crying. I was on my knees. Oh my God, that night.
That's gotta be scary.
Yeah, they came in, and they were like, "Okay, don't freak out." And I was like, "Freak out?"
Yeah, well now I'm freaking out.
Like, what do you mean, don't freak out? She took her by the ankles and flipped her upside down, and I was like, oh my God. So they get her back going or whatever, and they were like, well, just because of that, you can't hold her. And being a mom and being told you can't hold your kid, it's like, I'm sorry, what?
Yeah.
So I was supposed to stay that night, but I was just, I couldn't. I don't know what was in me that I couldn't stay there. So I was on my knees. They had a little, kind of like a different, it was attached to her room, but it had a door for the parents to stay if they wanted to stay. So I was in there, and I was on my knees, and I'm telling you, screaming and pleading to God, please don't take her. And oh God, sorry.
You're good.
So I was like, I have to go home. I don't know why I decided to go home, but it was 11:30 in the middle of the night, and I was like, I've got to go home right now. If I don't, I will not be okay. So I went home, I got in the bed, and he was like, what is happening? I thought you were staying. And I kind of told him the situation. He was like, okay. He's like, they've got her. But you don't want to think about somebody else having her.
Yeah.
Like, you want to be there, okay, I'm the mom. I'm supposed to have her.
Can you tilt it back? You can see it on the thing.
If she wants to go out,
That's
she
good.
can. But yeah, I was like, oh God. So I went home, and then it got close to Christmas time, and we were told that we would be bringing her home Christmas Day. So I was like,
yeah, I remember that.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
So Christmas Eve, we get there, and she was having what was called, I can't remember, apnea, I think, where her heart rate would just drop, and then they would have to like rub on her skin to get it to come back up or whatever.
Okay.
So she had to go 5 days without any of those episodes. So Christmas Eve was day 4, and she had one. And I was like, oh no, now we have to start over.
Yeah, restarted.
Now we have to have 5 more days. So then she went 5 days, but they were worried about her eating because she was only eating like 2 or 3 ounces every 3 hours. Mm-hmm. So they were like, no, she can't go home. I lost it. I told them doctors, I was like, I don't care what I have to sign. Like, this was, I want to say New Year's Eve.
Yeah.
Because, well, the day before New Year's Eve, because we were at your parents' house New Year's Eve, and because Caden proposed. So I think it was the day before or 2 days before, and I was like, she's going home. She's like, I don't care what y'all say. I'll sign papers. Like, I will sign against medical advice or whatever I have to do, but she's going home with me today. I don't care what you have to say. She came home with me that day, and they were worried. They were like, well, I'm just letting you know that if she doesn't eat and she ends up back in the emergency room, she doesn't come back to the NICU. She goes to the pediatric floor. The pediatric floor is all the sick kids, like older kids, babies, all of those. She was like, so she's more apt to get sick up there.
Yeah.
And I was like, my baby's not coming back to this hospital. Like, I told him, I was like, she is not coming back. So we went home, and now she's fat and happy.
Yeah.
She's been great.
A big old head.
Yeah, they were worried about her head. She had a brain bleed when she was born. So I think we went to like 3 specialists, and then I think at her 1-year appointment they were worried about it. So we went to another specialist, and they were like, oh, it's normal. And I was like, I could have told you that one. She's just, have you seen her daddy? I mean, my God, he's got a noggin on him. So she's fine though, but she's thriving.
Do you have any how is having my brother as a husband / baby daddy?
It's great. I mean, we were best friends in high school, so we kind of like, we got past the friend stage or whatever. Yeah. So then we started dating, I want to say right after high school or the year after or something. And then it was like, we're young, we're 19 years old. And it was like, oh, we're going to move in together. And I was like, okay, like, let's do it. Whoa. So we did. And then it was like all downhill. And then we broke up for a little while. We got back together. And then it was like, okay, now we're grown. So we got to decide, like, is this what we're going to do or we're not going to do it?
Yeah.
I think we were only broken up for like 7 or 8 months. So it really was pointless, but whatever. So then, yeah, we got back together, and I moved back in. At that time, we were living with Nathan, so it was kind of like, okay, I'm living with 2 of y'all. I'm cleaning. I'm doing all of this. So I was like, oh, my God. And then Nathan started dating Ashley, and then he moved out when we found out we were pregnant. And then it's kind of just gone from there, and we got married in August. I can't believe it's almost a year that we've been married. Like, that's crazy to me. But it's definitely fun. He makes my life fun. He aggravates me to death, but he likes to pick. That's his love language.
He wasn't the last time he came on the podcast, he was more serious and wasn't as
Oh, you want me to be serious?
I guess playful. No, he was like serious.
Oh.
And not as playful as he usually is.
Oh,
is
yeah.
What I'm saying. Mm-hmm.
'Cause shy.
Yeah, he needs to come on here and be wild.
Yeah,
weird Caden.
He's definitely a weird character. But he's great. And with Oakleigh, he's the best. He's the best dad. And if you would have told me 5 years ago that he was going to be a great dad, I would have looked at you and said, "No, that dude, he's crazy."
I knew he would be a great dad from jump.
Oh yeah. He's definitely
Hey, welcome back.
Are you coming back? Yeah, if you had told me, like, in high school, right when we first started dating, that he was going to have a kid and be like,
It's
I
because
hate to
he's
say
changed
it,
a lot
but
too.
I was about to say, I hate to say it, but I would have never believed you. But Oakley made him grow up
Yeah.
a lot. And he has turned out to be the best dad that oh no. You're okay. Come here.
It's okay.
Come here. You're all right. Dad's got to fix it. Yeah, he's turned out to be a great dad, and I really couldn't ask for anyone better to do this with. I'm ready for number 2, but he's not, so we'll wait,
No?
I guess. No, he's not.
You're all right. How old is she?
She'll be 2 this year. I think we'll start trying after she turns 2. Great job. Can you get it? But I don't know. I guess it's all in whatever timing God wants. If he wants us to have another one right now, then so be it. If not, I'll wait. It's all right.
Well, this might be biased, but I think she's the prettiest baby
Oh, I agree.
I've seen.
I agree. 100%. Cookie?
She's finally being able to talk. Well, hold on, but back to Caden. What's your favorite thing and your least favorite thing about Caden?
Oh, God. And he's sitting in here?
While he's sitting here, yeah.
I don't know. I honestly, maybe not the worst thing, but the least favorite thing is he's late everywhere. Everywhere we
Late?
go. Late. And I like to be early.
We're late.
Y'all are always late. Like, as long as we're before y'all, then we're not late. But
Yeah.
he's late everywhere. And that's one of my biggest pet peeves. That and the sleeping drives me crazy. He could sleep all day long. And
I can too, though.
I can't.
I love to sleep.
Oh,
If I
my
ain't got
God.
nothing else to do, I don't. It's like I don't want to go to sleep, but if I'm tired, I can sleep.
Well,
No problem.
He works. I mean, I
Yeah.
work, obviously, but he works outside and he's out of the house. I work at home. So I'm in the house. I'm like, okay, I'm stuck in these walls, which I don't mind it. I enjoy it because I get to keep her.
Yeah, he gets home and he's ready to be home.
Yes.
You get off
and I'm
you're ready
like,
to go
okay,
out.
can we at least go to
Yeah.
Walmart or something or whatever? But on the weekends, I like to do stuff. Like, I don't
Yeah.
want to sit here and just sit here all weekend like I do every day.
Yeah.
But I try to let him sleep a little bit. I give him till 10, 11 o'clock. Not all of those. That's a lot. But my favorite now is the way he is with Oakleigh.
Yeah.
But before Oakleigh, it's just, I don't know. I don't know. He makes my life fun. So I guess it would just be.
He said it was because he was sexy.
Oh, yeah. He's definitely sexy. Amen. Yeah, no. He makes my life fun. He always has. Even when we were friends. Like, when I was down, he'd, whatever he had to say made me laugh or help me out in the situation I was in. So, I don't know. I guess that's
When
that's
did
it.
we meet? I think I met you the one year I sat in the lunchroom.
Probably.
With y'all.
Because I sat with him at lunch. It was, there was 4 of us. We all sat together. So, probably.
It's when I used to make the eagle noise.
Oh, God. Yeah, I think so. And then I met Kaylee. Actually, I met Kaylee before I met any of y'all. Well, not you. I met you first, obviously. Kaylee was my student at cheer camp one year, and she was little, and she would always run up to me and give me a hug. And I want to say she was in like 5th grade. I don't even think she was in middle school yet. You okay? But yeah, she was little Kaylee. But yeah. You okay?
I remember when Kaylee.
Here, one at a time. Give me that.
Kaylee used to dance, and we would go to her recital, and she would be just watching everybody and trying to do it. I don't know what you just did.
What'd you do?
Yeah, where do you see yourself in 5 years?
In 5 years?
10 years?
Oh God, we can start with 5. 5's good.
We can do,
5's good.
5 years.
Well, we have land in Fort Meade, so I definitely see us out there on our property. I see another baby, and I see all the farm animals.
Farm, yeah, you're a farm girl. So what? No, you were saying earlier. What all animals have you had ever? Because I think the only animals we've had were dogs. We had 1 cat, and we had pigs, but those weren't really pets.
Yeah, no, you raised us for a good fare. doesn't count.
Yeah.
I had a mini potbelly pig, and her name was
You had
Priscilla.
a farm.
We had ducks, we had guinea pigs, we had rabbits. At one point, I had hamsters, fish. I had 2 squirrels. Nope. 2 squirrels. Let's see. Goats, horses, cows, chickens.
Sheep.
I didn't have sheep, actually. I had goats, though, not sheep. I had a cat, and he was 25 pounds. Massive cat. His name was Fatso. He actually died from licking a frog. So don't let your dogs or cats lick a frog.
I heard that, like if it was a toad, if you lick a toad or like.
Yeah, I got home from school, and I think I was in middle school. I got home from school, and my stepmom's crying, like boo-hoo crying. And my sister, I don't even know how old she was little, runs out there and goes, oh my God, it made Fatso's dying. And I was like, what? So I run inside and I hold the cat, and as soon as I grab the cat, he croaked in my arms, and I was like, I just got home from school. So then I'm crying, and my brother gets home, and he's like, y'all are crying over a cat. I was like, yeah, Fatso.
I ain't never killed a dog or an animal or had one die in front of me like that, I don't think.
Oh, it was awful. And then our ducks.
Colin killed, I don't know if I should have said that. Somebody's chicken with his bike one time when we were leaving his house. Rode right up the back, like up the whole spine of the chicken with both tires. And it got up and started running, but the next day it was dead.
Oh, wow. Yeah, we had 2 ducks that stayed in our backyard, and our neighbor's dog jumped the fence and ripped the heads off both of them. I had to go bury them. It was traumatic.
You worked for animal control a little bit.
I did. I was there for almost 2 years, I think.
How was your animal control experience?
I enjoyed it. I would go back to it in a heartbeat. I loved it. It was definitely my area.
I don't think I would want to do that ever.
Oh, I loved it. The only thing is I left because it was, I think me and Caden were on opposite shifts. Mm-hmm. And I was working 12 to 14 hours, and I was burnt out, and I was only making like $15, $16 an hour.
Yeah.
So at the end of the day, it wasn't worth it. So then I started at the courthouse, and then literally 2-3 weeks after I started there, I found out I was pregnant. So yeah. I can go back to it if I don't want anything to do with her. I mean, so I work from home, and I enjoy it. I've seen every little milestone that she does, so I wouldn't trade it.
That's lit. And what tips or any knowledge about being a mom to newer moms coming out would you say you have? Like patience. Just what to expect.
Definitely lots of patience, but it's different. I mean, for every baby and for every mom, it's different. But you have to, and it's still with me, I have to remember that they are learning. They don't know what we know. So at the end of the day, it's like, oh my God, okay, I've been working all day. Now you're touching everything. You're driving me insane. So then I have to stop, and I'm like, okay, she's a baby. She doesn't understand. She's learning. So I've never been a patient person.
She's going to have that attitude of Caden.
Oh, absolutely.
And I'm so ready for it.
Absolutely. She already does. And it drives me crazy. But I will say just to know that they don't know.
Yeah.
Like, don't take your frustrations out on them, because they truly don't know. They're learning. And she does something new every single day. And
she learned her name.
She
now
did.
She knows her name.
Can you say Oakleigh? Okay. She says all kinds of stuff, but definitely the patience thing and the knowing. Uh-oh. The knowing that they're learning. That's it. I've tried different methods of stuff, like, you know, you see on TikTok or Facebook that, oh, I did this with my kid and it worked.
Yeah.
It don't do like that for everybody.
How do you feel, and what are you doing to like kind of expect raising a child in this generation? Because I'm honestly scared to have a kid in this generation.
Yes. You okay? You have dog hair in your mouth.
They don't scare me, bro. Quit scaring me, bro. You okay?
Yeah, all right. You good? Let's take a break on the cookies.
She just put another one in her mouth.
Okay. It's definitely. It's. You okay? It's definitely scary.
Okay. Yeah.
Because. You good? She doesn't want it. You want this? Oh. Okay. I definitely monitor what I put on the TV.
Yeah.
I don't let her watch anything like we don't have live TV, so she doesn't watch any of the cartoons
we don't either.
from this day and age or whatever. She watches a lot of the movies that I watched when I was a kid. She watches the Aristocats. That's her favorite movie. She calls it The Cats. She watches Spirit at night to go to bed.
Yeah.
She calls it The Horse. The Little Mermaid, like any of the princesses that I watched, not the new ones, because the new ones you have no idea what you're looking into.
Yeah.
All of the stuff that I watch, she watches, and then she likes Miss Rachel. And I will say, Miss Rachel has taught her a lot. Like, I guarantee you, most of the words that she knows, she learned from Miss Rachel. Because she said something the other day, and I was like, where did you even learn that from?
Okay, can you say elephant?
Oh, she might say whale.
Say elephant.
Can you say whale? Can you say whale? Oh, she doesn't. She goes, wheel, wheel,
Can you say whale?
You can be shy.
Whale.
Oh. Horse. Can you say horse? Oh, she's going to be shy. But, and then as far as school, I'm leaning towards homeschooling.
Yeah.
Because I'm like...
Dude, I don't blame you.
I don't trust none of these people.
Yeah.
To be completely honest. And
it's not, I feel like it's just not the same anymore.
It's not. And I saw something on TikTok where they're making children's books to reflect the world. Like what the world is teaching all these people.
Well, I
and
seen
like,
one school is like, has like a Satanist club for like an extracurricular like club after school.
No.
That's just weird, dude.
Yeah, I'm not... I don't know. I'm definitely leaning towards homeschooling, just because at least until she knows right from wrong.
Yeah.
And then it's like, okay, you know this is wrong, so
yeah,
like you
can't
need
keep
to,
her sheltered forever. Yeah.
Right. So I'm thinking for a little while at least.
Yeah.
Like until she can know right from wrong. And I play a lot of like, not really during the day because I work. But, like, if I'm home, like, on my break or whatever, I'll put a lot of uplifting, like, Christian music on YouTube. And she just dances. And there's actually a YouTube channel. It's called Chosen Kids. It's a husband and wife. And they do all of the little Christian nursery rhymes, like the Father Abraham, that one. There's a bunch of them. And then they do morning affirmations. They do verses. So I play that usually while she's eating breakfast. So I do believe you're going to get what you put in.
Mm-hmm.
So definitely try to instill it in her from starting now. So.
Has Caden changed a diaper yet?
No, absolutely not. And he will not. He won't.
2 years old, man.
Mm-mm. No, he still gags. He still gags. If she has a stinky butt, he'll gag and walk out of the room.
So what that means... If y'all's next kid is a boy,
oh, he's doing it.
Tell him it's got to be only him.
Yeah, I've done everything for 2 years. He's got the next one.
I didn't even get anything I was gonna talk about.
Oh, what did you want to talk about?
I don't know.
Oh.
What do you want to talk about?
I don't know, but I just pressed a button on these. Does that matter?
Can you still hear me?
Yeah.
You're good.
All right. Yay. I don't know. That's annoying.
Oh, sorry. I was thinking. I don't know.
Oh,
what are things you went through, like high school or anything?
Oh God.
Any tough like things that you had to go through?
Yeah. I don't know, honestly. I don't know. I have a lot of, sorry.
You're good.
That's very close. That's better. Let me think.
You ever been hurt before? I've been hurt a lot.
Like body-wise or like physically or mentally-wise?
Either one.
Oh, yeah. If I get into the mentally-wise, we're going to be here hours.
All right. Well, what's up? What's one of them?
I don't know. I've gone through a lot, like, with family.
Yeah.
Like, so I've had a lot of ups and downs with my family. And it's definitely, it took me a lot.
Yeah.
But I don't want to say I got over it, but I have forgiven them. Yeah. And I feel like that goes a long way.
The saying is always forgive and forget, but I don't think
I don't think we ever
forget. I don't think we ever forget.
Yeah, I don't think the forgetting thing is really necessarily the best advice.
Yeah.
Because if you forgive, but then if you forget and you go back and they do the same thing over again, then it's like, okay, we're back at square one.
Yeah.
And I did that for years. I've done that since I can remember. I've done the whole, okay, you said this to me, you didn't mean it, so I'm just going to come back. Everything's going to be fine. We're going to brush it under the rug. And that's not fair. And I feel like having a kid is the only reason I matured in that situation.
Yeah. And it, having you gone through that in your life, it kind of let you know what you didn't want to have, like,
Absolutely.
for your kid to have in her life.
Yeah. My parents have been divorced my whole life. And I will never put her through what I went through. And I don't want to sound like I had a terrible childhood, because I didn't. I didn't have a terrible childhood. It was just the way I was treated and talked to that people thought was okay. Yeah. And I thought it was okay, because I thought that was, okay, that's how people love you. And then I had a relationship in high school that was not healthy. It was not a healthy relationship, but it's the way that I knew people love, because that's how I was loved as a child. So it definitely took me a lot to figure out how to be loved the correct way by anybody, by my parents, by my grandparents, by my husband, by my boyfriend at the time. And I just think it definitely takes a lot of praying.
Yeah.
It took me forever, and I didn't want to forgive anybody. I wanted to hold a grudge, but it just made me so angry all the time. And that's not fair for anybody. That's not fair.
Not fair for you.
No, not at all. So I definitely have struggled with that with family, but I mean, it has a lot to do with boundaries too. You have to set boundaries. If you don't want this to happen, then don't that wall up. Exactly. Yeah. So I've put boundaries up in the past year, and I haven't been as stressed. I haven't been as angry. I haven't been as anxious. And there would be times that we'd go to people's houses, and I would just get sick to my stomach driving there, because I was like, oh my God, I have to walk on these eggshells around these people. Yeah. And I've expressed that to them, and they're just like, they don't care. It's like, oh well, you're crazy, you're this, you're that. And I'm like, okay, well, that's that then. But she's not going to go through that. So I'm going to put this wall up, and then when everybody decides to be civil, we'll talk about
cordial,
it.
We can be all right.
Yeah. Because I don't know. I think it's a lot to do with having a kid, because somebody comes at her, I'll come at their throat. Yeah. Like, don't mess with my child.
I think family issues are a big problem in today's world.
Absolutely.
Like, either... like a big one is like either not having a mom or not having a dad, like in your life. I think that's like a really big issue. Yeah. And
divorce, it does affect the kid, no matter how old you are, because like I said, my parents, I think they got a divorce. I was 6 months old. Yeah. And so I don't remember them together, but it was always like, okay, you're at your dad's house this weekend, then you're at your mom's house this weekend, and then these 2 days during the week. And when I was growing up, it wasn't 50-50. Like, they didn't do the 50-50, 2 days a week thing. Yeah. It was, okay, you're with your mom. Sole custody is your mom. So there was times where I would only go to my dad's 1 day a week and every other weekend. And then you'd split holidays. And then, so it's like, it's very... And then if you switch, like I switched, I ended up moving to live with my dad at one point. So then it was like, okay, now you can only see your mom once a week. Yeah. And being a girl and only seeing your mom once a week, that was awful. Yeah. That was like, So it's definitely, it takes a toll on the kid for sure. And then when I was 16, it was like, okay, you have a choice. You're driving, go where you want to. But then it's like, okay, well, if I go here, I'm going to hurt these people's feelings.
Yeah.
But if I go here, then these people are going to be mad. So it's definitely,
Puts a weight on
draining.
you.
Yes.
It's like kind of always making you feel like you're having to pick sides.
Yes. And even up until when I started putting these boundaries up maybe like a year ago, I still felt that way. And I'm grown.
Yeah.
I'm 20. I'll be 24 in January. And I have only, I just now started to think for myself.
Yeah.
A year, almost 2 years ago maybe. So it's definitely draining and it takes a toll. So I don't know. I think boundaries definitely help.
What's a goal you have?
I really want, like, are you talking about like as a family or
Any goal,
anything?
any
I want a house.
house, yeah.
I want a house.
It's a big milestone.
Yes, I'm tired of renting.
Yeah.
I'm tired of not being able to do what I want to do. Like, I want to paint the walls. I want to do this.
Yeah.
I'm ready to have a house. So that's definitely one of my main goals.
Dude, that's a big reason why I haven't like because I've found like some 3D texture looking stuff that I want to put as like a background for this, but I don't want to put nothing like on the walls, and just because I know I'm gonna have to take it all down, and
Yeah.
so I just don't want to like decorate too much. Like I only got 2 things on the walls. And that's it. But
Well, we have a AC unit in our bedroom.
yeah, I wish I had an AC unit in my bedroom.
Has no covering on it. So the other night when it was storming here, we had mist in our bedroom.
That's lit.
No, it's not. It's not. Because it's annoying. Because it makes the sound as it's hitting the fan.
But was it wet?
It was water. Like, it was misting. It was raining.
But was it like really wetting anything in the house?
Like, I think it was this jacket. It was laying on my dresser and had water spots on it.
Oh, dang.
So, I was telling him we can add a little awning. We can't do that without asking our landlord.
Yeah.
So it's aggravating. So I'm ready to have our own house and a yard that she can play in and not have to worry about anything.
Did Caden tell you I ran by y'all's house the other day? I almost ding-dong ditched y'all, but it was like 8:30 or 9. Figured y'all was in the bed.
Yeah, probably sleep.
I went running.
And our doorbell is terrible. Have you heard our doorbell?
I can knock on the door.
Oh, it's okay. Because then Cooper's going to bark. And then she's going to wake up. Then you're going to have me to deal with.
Or, I know which window's y'all's.
No, because homeboy over here will grab the gun and sweep the house.
I'll be gone by then.
And I'll just get up and just go look out the window. Hello? Anybody here?
Or actually, what I'll do is I'll do it, and then I'll kind of hang out around the house, but like kind of in the street. And then as soon as he goes to open the door, I'll take off running. That way he sees me, but he won't shoot at me because I'm in the middle of the street.
What? Can you say hi? Hi. Oh, no.
Say Okie.
Okay.
Okay.
Bum 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 bum.
You copying him?
So you and Caden were together when he went off to the Navy.
Oh,
How was
yes.
that experience?
That was the worst experience of my life.
Yeah.
One of them. Yeah, I think he left, I want to say it was in the beginning of July. And we went to, I want to say, was it Tampa? And saw him off, and I was like boohoo crying. You know, I have my dad telling me like, he's gone. What is wrong with you? Like, he's leaving. Like, I think we started dating 3 weeks before he left. 3 or 4 weeks. And it was like, why are you doing this? And I was like, I just love him. And blah. So I was like, I'm gonna do it. So we went and sent him off, and then it was like, okay, now I'm miserable. Like, I think the night we sent him off, I went home and I ate a whole thing of brownie batter, and I ended up with food poisoning. I didn't even make the brownies. I just ate the batter.
Dang.
And then it was like, okay, your mom told me I could come stay in his room. So I did that a couple of times.
I remembered that.
Yeah, I went and slept in his bed. And it was like, okay, now we're waiting on the phone call. And it's like, the phone call couldn't come fast enough. Finally, I started getting the letters. I don't think he ever called me, but I got the letters I think he called me once, and he was on his way home, and I didn't know it. He called me at like 4:00 in the morning here, and I woke up and I was like, hello, and he was like, did I wake you up? And I was like, yeah. I think he called me once before that because the what is the thing called when it pops up? It tells you where it's at.
Number?
Nope.
Location.
Yes. The location he called me from first was a different part of Illinois. And then when he called me the second time, it was from Chicago. And I didn't notice it until like a couple hours later. I was like, why was he in Chicago? So then I was at work, and his mom...
That boy was in Chicago. What do you mean?
Yeah. I was like, why? At the airport, yeah. I was like, why is he calling me from Chicago? So he called me, and he was like, hey, I just wanted to call you and talk to you for a minute. He was like, I only have a couple minutes. And I was like, okay. Well, it's 4:00 here. I was like, so that's okay. You can call me later. Like, I'm sleeping. So then I get up, and I'm, I went about my day. I get to work, and his mom was like, well, I guess it's your mom too. Y'all's mom.
Yeah.
was like, we're going to go to the mall for a little bit, and then we might come into Beefs. And I was like, okay, cool. So she texts me. I'm so sorry.
You're okay. I don't care. Pull it back. You're going to have to look at the screen in order to... You just got to turn that way.
So
You're good. I can clip all that out.
She texted me, and she was like, I want you to come see what we got at the mall. And I was like, okay, are y'all coming in? She was like, no. She was like, just come out to the truck and see what we got. She's like, we got you something. And I was like, okay, cool. I'm at the window. Your dad rolls down the window, and they're talking to me or whatever. All of a sudden, the back door opens, and Caden's standing there, and I'm like, I was frozen. I was like,
I don't remember that. When was that?
That was the day he came home.
I wasn't there?
Everybody, no, it was freaking Herman. Herman went to the freaking airport with them, and I was like, that's not right. So then I'm like crying, and I'm like, oh my God, you're home, blah, the dramatics or whatever. So then I go inside to my manager. I'm like, yo, I'm leaving. Like, my boyfriend just got home. I'm going to his house. And he was like, okay, that's fine. He was like, go ahead and clear your last table or whatever. And then we went to y'all's house, your parents' house, and ate dinner or whatever. And we were all hanging out. And he goes, I'm ready to get my shower by myself. And I was like, I'm sure you are. So it was cool that he surprised me like that. It's in her way.
Yeah, the room's too small.
But yeah, I'm glad it didn't last. Because if it would have lasted, there's no telling where we would be right now.
Turn it back that way. Kind of angle it. Yeah. Thank you.
We would be not here.
Yeah, I remember. I think I might still have his letter.
I do. Mine's in my car.
It was, bro, don't ever do this, bro.
Mine is in my car. It stays in my car. I've kept it in there since I got it. It's gone from vehicle to vehicle with me. It was in my little Mazda. Then it went to Bertha. Now it's in my whatever I have, Explorer. And I remember he had wrote a letter to your parents. And I was there when they got it. And they opened it. And they flipped it over. And it said something about tell Jansen, Kaylee, and Emily that I love them. And your dad was like, Emily? I was like, yes, me? Me? But yeah, it was definitely, that was awful. I'm so glad it didn't work out.
Dude, it'd be crazy. You'd still be in there? How long ago was that?
Yeah, he signed 8 years.
How long
that
ago
was
did you
19,
do that?
20, 22, 23. That would only be 4 years. We'd have 4 years left.
4 years ago. It doesn't seem like 4 years ago.
5 years? Something. 4 or 5?
Does not feel that long. It's weird.
Yeah.
Dude, I had a question.
Is your finger stuck? Okay, no.
I lost it. No. Oh. There it goes.
Sorry.
You're all right.
It's okay. It's okay. I thought you had it.
I did. Oh, so what's your favorite part about, like, being in the church and, like, when you finally gave your life, like, to Christ? What's your favorite part?
Serving. I don't hate it, but it gives me a nervous breakdown every time I'm up there, but I love singing. Yeah. I love being up there. I love, sharing my passion with the church and for God. Like, I would love to do it, like, all the time, but I don't want to just do it. Like, that's what I was saying earlier. I'm not up there for me. Like this morning my voice cracked like a little. It was like, ah, and I was like, oh my God. But I care, but at the same time I don't, because I'm not singing to you people. I'm singing.
You're not an entertainer.
Yeah, no, I'm singing to the man upstairs. And I definitely love it. And I don't know, I like that she's little and that she's growing up there.
Yeah.
Because I feel like, I mean, I didn't grow up there. I just started going there when we started dating. But he grew up there. Yeah. And I like that we're putting, like, letting her grow up in the same church and stuff. And I don't know. I enjoy it. I'm glad that he talked me into it.
Yeah, I would say my favorite part would probably be seeing other people like on fire for him as well.
Yeah.
I think that's very, very cool. What's your least favorite thing?
I don't think I have a least favorite thing about it at all. I will say Sundays are draining because they're very busy, but it's not a least favorite thing. It's just, that's a statement. Yeah. That's like, okay, it's draining, but I do it because I want to.
Yeah.
So I don't have a least favorite thing about the church at all. I enjoy it like a lot.
Yeah. What do you do for a living? What do you want to do for a living?
Well, I'm comfortable where I'm at. What I want to do, I would have to go back to school for.
What do you want to do?
I still want to be a vet. Like, I want to be a large animal vet. I want to,
large animals as in like
cows, horses.
Okay.
Big animals, like big cats, anything like that. Any big marine animals. I've always wanted to do that.
I ain't cool with animals like that. We don't really get along.
I've loved it since I was little, and I was working on a ranch. After high school, we would go work the cows and stuff, and I actually learned a lot from Malcolm Edmund. He taught me.
Okay.
Yeah, he taught me a lot, and I will never be able to like repay him. He definitely taught me a lot, and my granddaddy taught me a lot. But I think it's 8 to 10 years of schooling. That's a lot of years.
Yeah, it is a lot.
That is a lot.
It's a lot of schooling.
Right now I'm working for State Farm. I work from home. I make
pretty
decent
good
money. Yeah. So if everything would go back down, we'd make really good money.
Yeah.
But
I don't see that happening.
No. So I enjoy it. What is my title? I don't know what my title is. I work in the medical department. I think I don't want to say I'm an adjuster, but I'm a claim handler associate thing.
What do you do?
I go through like like on your car insurance, you have the option to add medical coverage for if you get in a car accident, you send in your bills for payment or whatever. So I do those claims. So like if we get the medical bills in, we pay those, or if we get med notes, we bring those in for like, what is the word I'm looking for? Documentation to go against the medical bills. So I do a lot of paying on bills and stuff. I work New York, Mississippi, Missouri, and Washington. And they're all pretty easy. New York is a breed of its own. It's got a lot of regulations and stuff that you have to follow. So those are pretty difficult, but the other ones really aren't. And you have like your different options on your policy. You can do $5,000, $10,000, $25,000. I have some people that have up to $175,000 in coverage, but you pay for that on your policy.
Can you hook me up with some good insurance?
Well, I can't work Florida. You have to be licensed in Florida. That's the only thing. Florida's a breed of its own as well. I don't know how their coverages work. I just know my 4 states.
Caden, how old are you?
23.
So is it true that I seen on TikTok that the insurance company will kick you off your parents' insurance when you turn 24?
I think it's 24. It's 24, or if you get married and have a kid.
You better get ready, Cade.
He's on mine.
Oh, all right. Like vehicle insurance?
Yeah. We have Liberty
I'm
Mutual.
still on mom and dad.
You better get ready.
Yeah.
I got.
I was about to say he has a while.
I got 4 years.
If you don't get married or have a baby.
Yeah.
But yeah, we have Liberty Mutual because State Farm is. I love working for State Farm.
Expensive.
But it's expensive. I am working there. I don't get a auto insurance discount, which is absolutely ignorant.
Yeah, why
not? I think I quoted ours, and it was like $600 a month. Right now, for me and him, we pay $350 a month. I'm not paying $600 a month.
$350 a month for
both of us.
Okay, that ain't bad.
No, it's not. It's only we split it. We split everything down the middle. So like insurance, we only pay like $170 something each.
I think mine's like $108, but that's only because I'm on. If I went on my own, it'd be expensive.
Yeah. We split pretty much everything.
Growing up. How's growing up?
I think you asked me that already.
Y'all are grown now, so I can't even really ask y'all that question. I guess that's for a younger person's.
I mean, yeah.
Y'all are grown people now.
Doggy.
What do you want to do? Whoa. What do you want to do? Like, bucket list. What do you want to do?
I don't know.
One thing you want to do, like, before you die.
I honestly have no idea.
Nothing?
I don't know. I'm not really adventurous. I'm scared of a lot of stuff.
I want to travel. I definitely want to travel.
Yes, I do.
Before you die, you want another truck?
Oh, no, I'm going to look at one tomorrow.
Oh. What kind of truck?
It's the same year and model as Caden's.
Okay. I want a new truck. Oh, my transmission went out.
Oh, yeah.
For everybody. So y'all can know, yeah. Yeah, it went out.
Yeah, I told Brooke, I was like, y'all gonna have to limp it home.
We were riding home. We didn't limp. Limping no way. I noticed because we were listening to music, and I noticed when I would press the gas, we weren't going nowhere. Like, my truck was just rolling how it was rolling, and it would just rev up, but we weren't going. It's almost like I put my truck in neutral. So I was trying it out, kept pulling it back over, putting it in park, and then trying it out again, but I figured it out. It was just third gear drop. Oh. So I went home in second gear the whole time, rode about 30 miles an hour. I told Brooke. Brooke was freaking out. Something about that just scared her, and she just wanted to get home. I wanted to just blow it up. I was just gonna just step on the gas, see how fast I can go in second gear.
That would have been bad. That would have been really bad. No, I drive his truck as much as I can. Like, every chance I get, I'm like, I'm just gonna take your truck because I hate my car. I hate it. Like,
I like your car.
Everybody likes my car, and
you gotta stitch a picture.
You just said everybody likes my car.
Everybody does, and
How is that an issue?
I don't hate it because it's my car. I hate it because it's a car. Like, I went from my big truck to now I have this dainty little stupid
It's an SUV,
car.
and it's not little.
But I don't know. I'm ready to have. I am ready to have another truck. I'm gonna go look at the one tomorrow and just see. But I'm ready.
What if we cut the back off of the cab of your car?
Oh my God, no!
Made a bed out of it.
I don't know. I think it's the fact that I can't make that big.
Yeah, you can.
That's as big as it's gonna get.
You can put it on a huge lift.
The lift is the one I got is the biggest one they had.
I doubt you can get a custom one made.
No. If I get a custom lift, I'm getting it for a truck.
Whatever, dude.
I don't know. That would be my one thing. Not before I die, but
I want to go see the Northern Lights. I think that's one.
That does sound fun. I don't know. Black Sand Beach.
Black Sand Beach, yeah. I seen one of them was like a pebble beach, but it's like the real smooth pebbles
like the
everywhere.
glass beach.
Yeah,
I think
the
it's called
colorful,
glass beach or something. I saw that. I don't know.
Or like mountains.
I would like to go to Bora Bora.
Bora Bora. You know where that's at? I didn't know where that was at. Take a guess on where that's at.
Isn't it like by Puerto Rico or somewhere over there?
You thought like south of Florida a little bit?
Yeah.
No. From the heck, no.
Where is it?
It's in between. It's like real south of Hawaii. So it's in between South America and Australia.
Oh, we're not going to Bora Bora. That's too far.
Yeah.
We'll just go to the Keys.
Yeah, the Keys. Bahamas. I want to go to the Bahamas.
I want to go there. I've been there. I've been there on a cruise.
I've never been.
I've been on 3 cruises. My first cruise I ever went on, I actually danced on. I was when I was still dancing, we had a, don't throw the money.
That's what kind of dancing you were doing?
No.
You needed to be saved then.
No. We were doing, I think it was a clogging or a jazz number. I can't remember, but it was when I was still, I'm not doing it.
Clog.
No. It was still when I was dancing. So that was my first cruise. And then I went on 2 more. One for one of my birthdays. A lady from one of my mom's churches paid for it in full. She gave us that for my birthday. So me and my mom went. And I went on another one. I can't remember that one.
I've never been on a cruise in my life. I don't think I would want to go on a cruise.
I want to go on one, but your brother does not.
I don't think I would want to go on a cruise either.
So
unless
fun.
it's like a 3-day cruise, then I would be alright with it maybe.
Now, I will say, the one that I danced on was a 7-day cruise, and I was ready to come home.
Yeah.
Like, I was like, okay, it's time to go home. 3 days is enough
for me. I got burnt at the freaking lake, dude.
Oh, yeah. But the other two were 3, and those aren't bad. It's like, okay, you go, you have your 2 destinations, and you come home.
Yeah.
So, I think he'll be fine with a 3-day cruise.
Yeah, dude, you'll be alright. You're going on a cruise.
We're going to go. Wedding anniversary. It's coming up. Mm-hmm. Oh, I don't know. We'll figure it out. I'm ready for vacation.
I am too, dude. So ready for vacation.
Ready.
I haven't been to the beach in a year.
I'm ready to go fishing. I was about to say, we just went last year.
Yeah, in a year. It's a long time.
Yeah. I'm ready to fish.
Yeah, me too. I want a boat.
We do too. We want a lot of things.
Yeah. That's always a good thing to do, though. Well, Emily, I appreciate you coming on to the podcast.
Oh, no problem.
I appreciate y'all for tuning into the podcast. Follow the Yeah, I Know It podcast on the Instagram.
Did you do that on
yeah,
purpose?
podcast.
Oh,
I didn't mean to do that.
Oh, okay.
Follow the socials. Everything you need to know is in the description below. Like, comment, subscribe. Go with the Lord, and He will go with you.